everyone. So I was listening to a live stream earlier and it ended, but I was busy. I was away from my phone and it went into autoplay to another live stream. It's something in my recommended. And apparently nonsense was in my recommended. Now I haven't even listened to nonsense in quite some time. Like I have not been able to care less about nonsense. So this started playing and I thought, oh, here we go. But my hands were full, whatever, let it play. And we weren't that far into it when something jumped out at me. I thought, she's fucking lying. Like, here we are months later and she's still telling lies. Mind you, this was a stream that was justifying, offering justification anyways, for why she's still talking about Molly on the platform. Her claim is that even though Molly is not on the platform, she's very much still on the platform because she's calling out the shots from the background on the platform. So therefore, she has to keep talking about Molly on the platform and profiting from talking about Molly on the platform too, mind you. Anyway, let me show you exactly where she lied because I have the original, or not the original clip, but I have the clip from months ago where she says the exact opposite. Let me show you. This one is yesterday's stream now because it's after midnight, but July 24th stream titled, "Let's Chat About What Nonsense is Going On Here," or something going on now. I don't have my glasses on.
Cronies are, "Hey Goose, you dumb bitch. You think I forgot about you yet?"
Notice how her talking about Goose is kind of what is the segue into this. It's important because that's the segue into it in the next one too. So she's obviously talking about the same situation.
I see you. I see you too. Do you know that people that care about me have been tracking these people because they were a part of behind passing all of my shit around? People don't let that go easily.
What people?
It might have been Penelope that came out here and spewed it, but there wasn't just Penelope involved. Granted, I still don't know. Everybody but me has seen the emails with who sent my docs around. I haven't seen them yet. Everybody else has. Don't give a shit even who it was. You're welcome. Goose is the honker. Okay, so Goose is one of Molly's.
You notice though too how when she's explaining that she almost makes it sound like she hasn't seen these emails because like the people who have seen it, her people from behind the scenes tracking those who have seen it. She almost makes it sound like her people have been trying to protect her from having seen this, which is weird. But I think that's going to add some context to the narrative or why she's trying to spin this narrative now. But anyways, here's a stream from March. Damn it. I left the page. I will tell you the date in a moment, but it's from March of this year. And the title of it is Selective Outrage Hong Kong. Actually, no, it's right here. I'll be able to pull it up. Selective Outrage Hong Kong from...
She's on
March 16th.
These main mods, Goose is on Molly's payroll. They claim she's gone. She's not. She's been around. The reason why I have an issue with her is because I've seen emails of my personal information being sent between Goose and other people. When I got doxxed, It wasn't just one person involved. It was the whole group of them. And I've seen the emails of where a lot of that was passed around, and Goose happens to be one of them, on top of...
Yeah, that's interesting, right? It almost sounds like months ago, she needed a reason to hate a Goose. So she came up with this thing of how this way she wasn't held accountable for actually lying and saying that and claiming that Goose is the one who doxed her. This way she could get Goose to be kind of targeted or blamed for that without actually being blamed for it. That's what it sounds like to me. So Goose was a part of the emails. She's seen the emails of my information being passed around from person to person. She was right there watching it. She didn't do it, but she was right there watching it. That's what it sounds like to me. Now, though, months later, it's almost like she needs a new narrative. Almost like she needs a narrative that gives the impression that there are people there who have her back, like almost offering her some credibility, like relevancy even. Relevancy, I think, is a big word, because while she was talking about this, she's doing discussing this in a stream where she's providing justification for why she's still here talking about Molly, trying to make herself relevant still, because she knows that she's not. She's just not. She's not relevant. So I think that she has no one there in her corner. She has no one there supporting her, but she needs to make it sound like she does. So these people, these imaginary people, they're the ones tracking everyone. They're doing it for her. They got her back. Ain't no one got her back, really, in my opinion. And here's the thing. People may tune in or whatever to listen to her talk about Molly, but they're not there for her. They're there for Molly. Molly's the thing that's relevant here, not nonsense. Hey, I could do a stream where I do nothing but talk shit about Molly, and people would come and watch, not because of me, but because I'm talking about Molly, because Molly's the thing that's relevant here. And I think Nonsense knows that. And that's her grift. That's her grift. Her grift is to point the finger at everyone else spending money on this platform, supporting other content creators, ones that she manufactures a problem with. So she can hopefully get those people who are dishing out their dollars to reconsider that and to possibly repurpose their money elsewhere on the platform, specifically, preferably through her channel. That's her grift. Yep, that's what it is. That's why she's lying. And she's lying to her viewers. And she's not even doing it well. Because Nunya just talked about this situation on her channel a few weeks ago. You think Nunya would have reached out to her friend and said, hey, listen, you might want to keep track of your bullshit a little better. But nah, man, Nunya, she didn't bother. Apparently, seemingly, allegedly, she didn't bother, in my opinion, whatever. Probably because, well, I mean, what more proof do we really need that Nonsense just doesn't really have anyone in her corner after all? Probably because she's full of nonsense. All right, I'm done. My dog has to go out. Cheers.